Jo and Tom. You got it. How do we do that? Okay, so big hello and welcome. And first off, thanks to Jaden for doing tech today, and JoJo, of course, always for being our master of ceremonies. Anne in Knoxville, Curly Tops. So happy to see you up there in Vermont. And Dennis Donnelly, wonderful to see you again. Kathy in Virginia, yay. Susan G, so happy to see you all. And Tim in Philadelphia, good to see you. Dan Walker in Vienna, Sheila in Florida, Luda and Mark in Victoria. Big hellos to you all. Sarah Page in Texas, Aloysius, and Deborah in Kentucky. Really happy to see you all. Carolyn in Boise, 817 days. Who can believe that? Amazing. Kathleen in Albuquerque, Ralph in Victoria, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, Delhi. Hey, so happy to see you all. And that's, we're jumping around. Brian McLaughlin. Yay for Brian. Good to see you, Brian. It's been a long time. Bob Walker and Bonnie Schuster. Yay. Arlene in Berkeley, happy to see you. Susan Miller in Seattle, so great to see you. Sheila, Luda, Sarah. Okay, I'm. The pictures are definitely jumping around. Let me see here. Jim in New York City, Hoda, hello. Christiana in Berlin, it was so lovely to see you last week. And thanks for that wonderful song. Sherry in New Hampshire and Kate in Charlottesville. Yay, it's great to see you all. Pamela and Jane, Bob, and the Bears. Fred in Silver Spring. Jim Harkless, so happy to see you, Jim. Jamie, and let me see here. Okay. All right, Annette, I hope I haven't missed anyone. Hello, Cricket. Hello, Becky. Hello, Jamie. And if I've missed you, I really am sorry. And we'll catch you on the way out. So is it 817 days? I'm so grateful to all of you who have been supporting this program, both with your presence and with financial support wherever you've been able. We really do appreciate that. And what an incredible feat. This is something I boast about a lot, and am so grateful to Jo Rasi for bringing into the world for the benefit of so many. So, I think, what are we? 24 countries, 48 states, over 250 featured artists. That is definitely something to boast about. So thank you all. You have helped to make this journey possible, and we are working very hard to sustain it, and are grateful, really truly grateful for your part in helping it continue. So today, without further ado, I want to introduce the incredibly marvelous and amazing Tom Prasada-Rao. I have known Tom for many decades.
Yes.
I think when we first presented you at the Institute of Musical Traditions, or probably not the first time, but when I was the director of the Institute of Musical Traditions, Tom was one of my all-time most favorite artists to present. And I was just talking with Tom, and I'm just going to put this out there to the universe. We are dreaming and scheming about having Tom do a songwriting retreat on our beautiful Eastern Shore of Maryland property. So you will be the first to hear about that on the chance that you could come, maybe even travel a distance to be there with us. That would really be
I would love that.
Something to look forward to. So we're going to make that happen, I hope soon. And many of you have seen Tom, have known Tom, and certainly have appreciated his incredible songwriting. Not everyone knows that Tom was originally born in Ethiopia of Indian parents. He was raised here in the Washington, D.C. area and still lives here in Silver Spring, Maryland. And we are so lucky to have him. He is definitely a national, international treasure. And his songs have been sung by so many people, and no wonder, because they are truly extraordinary. So let's see. I want to just say that Tom is working on a new album, his solo album, and along with one with the Sherpas. So we will talk about that after he gives us a song. And he also shared with me that the violin was actually his first instrument. That I definitely never knew. So welcome, Tom Prasada-Rao.
Right. Thank you, Busy. Thank you so much. I guess I'll move this around.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm going to pull my lyrics over. Well, I wanted to say a little bit about this song, and maybe we could put the lyrics back up in the chat if you want to sing along with me. I wrote this 2 years ago, right when the world was shutting down because of the pandemic. And I don't know if you remember, but 2 years ago there were all these protests erupting with people not wanting to stay home and not wanting to mask and not wanting to socially distance. And I saw this one protest in Nashville. I saw a picture of it with a woman holding up a sign, "Sacrifice the weak, reopen Tennessee." And at that moment I was undergoing chemotherapy, and my docs were stressing how immunocompromised I was, and I was really indignant at seeing that sign and angry about it, and felt like, oh God, this is a death sentence for me. So I started writing a song based on that feeling in my heart, and it made me sad, and the song was going nowhere. And so I started thinking about the woman holding up the sign and wondered to myself, what kind of person do you have to be to hold up a sign like that? What must you be going through in your life? And then I thought to myself, if this was 20 years ago and my kids were young and sitting around the dinner table, and I had no food for them because I couldn't go to work and couldn't earn any money, that I might be holding up a sign too. So it gave me a way into this woman's heart who was holding up that awful sign. And I started thinking about this song a few days ago, watching the hearings in the House on January 6th. And it brought back the protests again. And so this is just my little way of saying to the world, even though they're different than us, they're not that different. There are more things, we have more things in common than we do the things that separate us. So that's a really fumbling way of saying what the song says. The song's called Even You. And here we go. You hold up your protest sign. It feels like the end of times. It's looking tough tonight in the land of the free. It's right on my Facebook feed, all there for the world to read. And my heart starts to bleed. So this is from me. Whoever you are, whatever you've done, it's nothing that you can overcome. And whatever it is you're still going through, even so, even now, even you, the world makes us enemies, but that's not who you are to me. And I will still believe that we can be friends. I'm sure that you're struggling now. You know I am too, and how. So let's make a simple vow. It's not how this ends. Whoever you are, whatever you've done, it's nothing that you can overcome. And whatever it is you're still going through, even so, even now, even you, when it's impossible to right the wrong, there's still a refuge where we both belong. And wherever that is, we'll see it through. Even so, even now, even you, even so, even me, even you.
Wow. That was amazing. So beautiful, Tom. Are we good? Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you for singing along. I saw a bunch of you on my screen. It's so sweet.
And I'm gonna move in.
Very, very powerful song. Thank you, Tom. When let's see. When did you write that?
I wrote this about 2 years ago in 2020, right when the pandemic was starting. Yeah.
April 22, actually.
April 22.
Earth Day.
Oh, was it Earth Day?
Yeah.
No kidding.
There you go. So, will this be on, I hope, your new album coming up?
Well, my new album has actually been in the can for like 5 years. But I have a bunch of songs that I've written over the last 2 or 3 years since my cancer journey started and then the pandemic started. And so I want to just do a quick album of these new songs that I've written, including $20 Bill.
Definitely, that one needs to be out in the world in every way possible.
And including this song too. This song just makes me want to cry whenever I sing it.
Definitely. I think all of us.
I want somebody to say that to me, whoever you are, whatever you've done, it's nothing that you can't overcome.
And that's such an important message in this day and age. And also in terms of finding a way to peace when it seems such an impossible mission. Too often. And then tell us, you also mentioned an album with Sherpas.
Yes, I have a long-standing group with two other buddies of mine, songwriting buddies, Tom Kimmel, which some of you may know, and Michael Lilly, who's on the eastern shore of Virginia. And the three of us called ourselves the Sherpas. We met almost 30 years ago at the Kerrville Folk Festival when we went there to be part of a songwriting contest, and we all became fast friends. And so we wrote a batch of songs about 3 years ago, right before I realized I had cancer. And our intention was to record an album then, but then put it on hold, obviously, for a little while. And now we're almost done with the new album, and I'm so excited about it. It's just songs from the heart. Three guys have been through a lot together, and come back together and just found the joy of songwriting and the joy of playing together without an agenda, not trying to become anything, just wanting to share the songs.
That is fantastic. Yeah, the Kerrville Folk Festival has brought many great people together and given birth to so many wonderful partnerships in song. So I was reading. Do we have TomPrasada-Rao.com in the chat box? One way that we can continue to support artists during this tough time and of recovery from COVID and just in general is to buy albums. And I have to say, Tom Prasada-Rao, you cannot go wrong with Tom Prasada-Rao's recordings. Each and every one I have listened to hundreds and hundreds of times, and they never grow old. So, and I actually was reading a quote from my old friend Mike Joyce, who wrote for the Washington Post for years and years and years, and really had great taste, I have to say. And he wrote, the most moving, pointed, and memorable songs reflect Tom Prasada-Rao's indebtedness to Bruce Cockburn, Bob Dylan, Richard Thompson, and other singer-songwriters who have something to say and a distinctive way of saying it. I thought that was a wonderful way of summarizing your gifts to the world.
Oh, yeah, I was so grateful for that.
And then the Boston Globe compares you to George Benson, Grover Washington Jr., Marvin Gaye, and the other Motown greats. That you're keeping good company, I would say.
Well, let's just say that's an aspirational goal. I have not reached that point yet. But
no, they in that case they were talking about laughing.
Hear You Laughing.
Hear You Laughing, yeah, which is one of the all-time great recordings. So definitely, if are those recordings available online?
It's a little bit of a circuitous route to find them, but you can find them. And if you can't, just email me through my website and or through Facebook, and I'll get them to you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, and meanwhile, we are definitely looking forward to a songwriting retreat. That Tom has been teaching songwriting to audiences of all ages in all settings. You know, a lot of school residencies, and it is inspiring what you've been able to bring out of people. In terms of songwriting and just having that outlet for creative expression, which I think is so essential. And I think particularly after these very difficult pandemic times for kids to have an outlet for expression. And so we have to figure out how to make that happen too.
Yeah, I'm leaving in about a week and a half to go to Texas. We have a music camp for teens at the ranch where they hold the Kerrville Folk Festival, and it's a bunch of boys and girls from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Texas, you know, who have, most of whom rarely leave their own hometowns, who have never been camping before and never been in that kind of environment before, and they come to this music camp and it's 100-degree weather outside, but still it's like one of the most profound experiences they've ever had. And we have like 70 or 80 students who come every summer. And we find a way to get instruments donated so each one of them leaves with an instrument.
That is fantastic.
And it's so beautiful, such a moving experience.
Wow, what an opportunity for those kids. Yeah, we're big believers in making sure that after those experiences of working with master teaching artists and learning a new skill, whether it's songwriting or instrument playing, that they have an instrument to take home so that they can continue.
That's really
That's part of our Ukes on the Move movement.
All right.
Every kid takes home a ukulele. We were able to raise we're still actually in the process of raising the funds to support 7 full scholarships for our summer camps. This past week we had the Hamilton camp, and we had Ethiopian, Guatemalan, Salvadoran, and Ukrainian recent immigrants and refugees who were able to attend.
Beautiful.
And Amelia took home a yellow ukulele that she is just in love with because it represents one of the colors of her beloved Ukraine. Yeah, it was very powerful. And we had our June 21 sing, and I really do apologize to everyone in this room for not figuring out how to live stream that, because so many of you have been loyal attendees of those monthly community things, and that was on me. I just did not pull it together, but we're going to do better, we hope, for July 21.
We're so going to do it for July 21.
Yeah, there you go. With Joe's help, we'll make it happen. And it was a wonderful event, though. Lilo Gonzalez was there, Elise Bryant was there, and maybe I can at least share the Google Doc with everybody so you can see photos. And there's a little bit of video there. And who else? Emma G was there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a wonderful event. We missed you, so we'll bring you in for the next one. So, anything you want to say, Joe?
I don't
Parting
want to
words?
say much of anything other than, well, Tom, if you have more things to say, but I want to...
No, I'm
Okay.
good. Yeah.
I want to make sure when you sing the song the second time that I'm going to pull the camera back a little bit so everybody can see you playing. Because
Okay.
Oh,
it's
good idea.
beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you feeling like playing again?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
All right. Don't need me in.
All right.
Lovely.
Here we go. All right. This is Even You from the top. You hold up your protest sign. It feels like the end of times. It's looking tough tonight in the land of the free. It's right on my Facebook feed, all there for the world to read. And my heart starts to bleed. So this is from me. Whoever you are, whatever you've done, it's nothing that you can't overcome. Whatever it is you're still going through, even so, even now, even you, the world makes us enemies, but that's not who you are to me. And I will still believe that we could be friends. I'm sure that you're struggling now. You know I am too, and how. So let's make a simple vow. It's not how this ends. Whoever you are, whatever you've done, it's nothing that you can't overcome. And whatever it is you're still going through, even so, even now, even you, when it's impossible to right the wrong, there's still a refuge where we both belong. And wherever that is, we'll make it through. Even so, even now, even you.
that is truly a powerful message, Tom, to carry us forward, help us find our way to peace in this crazy world of ours.
Thank you, Busy.
So, are we here? I can't tell. It's the camera.
We're up. I don't know where we are now.
Hey, Jojo. We're not sure if we're on camera or not, but yep. Okay.
You good?
Okay, good. All right, there we are. Okay, so is it time to say goodbyes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I put my glasses back on. Oops. Thank you again, everyone, for being here with us today. Always wonderful to have you in the room with us. And thank you again for your ongoing support of this wonderful Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you, Tom Prasada-Rao.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Such
we
a
are
beautiful
so grateful. And thank you, Jojo. I love being here in this space.
Love having you.
So we will bid our adieus and hope to see you again very soon, like tomorrow. Mm-hmm. and every day thereafter. And definitely stay tuned for more information about this songwriting retreat dream that we have planted the seed for. And also I'll send a link to the photos and videos from June 21. Mark your calendars for July 21. We'll be outdoors, so anyone in the DC area, we would love to see you. We have the Sweater Set, Maureen Andari and Sarah Curtin coming. And then Munit Mesfin and the Love Bugs. There is a new love bug now joining Munit. It's Mizan, Ayana, and her 15-year-old son, Gabriel, on bass. So that is to look forward to. And it will be in this wonderful Coiner Farm in Silver Spring. So we really hope to see you. And with any luck, so how many of you knew that July is National Ice Cream Month? So we do like to celebrate that at the Community Sings. We've been doing that for years. Jojo established a relationship with the local Murenko's ice cream, and it is the best on the planet, if I dare say.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and we'll hope to have Tom there with us too, actually, if there's any way. So goodbye, Anne, and Curly Tops, and Dennis, and Kathy, and Susan, and Tim, and Dan, and Brian, Bob, and Mabel, Bonnie, Arlene, Susan, Sheila, Luda, and Mark. Really great to see you all. And let me see here. Sarah, and Deborah, Carolyn, Kathleen, Ralph.